I did ask for mailbag questions last week, and we got to Trent's question already. And Trent, thank you for your question. You obviously kicked off the overall topic for the whole weekly pod, so we appreciate that. And obviously, it was a good question. But there were a couple of other questions, non-draft related, non-college football related, but I thought that they were just really fun. And I'm always looking for an opportunity to bring everybody into the fold. So Kat, our producer, Catherine, who's getting married this summer, by the way, not a fall wedding. Good job, Kat. She's always wondering, hey, where are all the ladies sending in emails? Well, guess what? Natalie threw in an email, and so Natalie, you get your email on the show. So Natalie says, I'm curious, do you and your family enjoy any hobbies outside of sports? With 3 boys, I think it's presumed that your life is all sports 24/7, but I've found that to be stereotypical thinking. I'd love to hear about your experiences with sports/work/life balance. Thanks in advance for your consideration. Cheers. By the way, Natalie, that was the nicest email, so thank you very much for chiming in. And yes, we do enjoy other things outside of sports. So a little peek into the Klatt family. My wife and I have been married almost this May. It's going to be 18 years. We got married young, I know. Listen, probably far too young, but you know what? We grew up together, and I wouldn't have it any other way. We have 3 boys. I've got 3 boys, 11, 9, and 6. 9 almost. He'll be 9 next week. And so, yeah, it's easy for our life to revolve around sports. My boys love sports, not all the time. My oldest is into a lot of other things, by the way. My oldest loves to read. He loves science. And so there's a lot of room for other things. So work/family/life balance in our house looks like this. First and foremost, and this is maybe not what you're looking for, Natalie, but I really believe as a father that my greatest ability as a father is availability. So I go by the mindset, if I can just be available, then it doesn't matter what we're doing. We can be playing Pokemon cards. We can be playing, Switch, Nintendo Switch, and be playing Mario Kart. And the more times I can just be available, then the better. And I think that will impact my boys in a positive way. Because I do know this, and I heard this a long time ago, great families happen on purpose, right? It doesn't just happen by accident. You've got to be available. And so that balance is important to me. Obviously, during the fall, it's extremely difficult because I work long hours and I'm traveling. I love my job, but it's difficult in the fall. So when it's not the fall, listen, we love to have game nights, right? Whether it's on the Nintendo Switch or the Xbox, or we're doing something as a family. We love to play board games, right? Play Uno, or there's this one like What's the Meme game that we love playing that one. We love having movie nights, love going on bike rides. But again, I would just emphasize this. I know, Natalie, you asked the question, but a little advice for dads out there. Listen, your greatest ability as a father is availability. Just be around your kids, and good things will happen. All right, and my last email came in. Really, it was in the same vein. 2 different emails in the same vein. So I'm going to read both of these emails. First, we've got an email, and these were both centering around travel, right? So I think this is Veer Meta. And so I hope I'm saying that right, Veer. If I'm not, I very much apologize. Maybe it's Ver, but I think it's Veer. He says, hey, Joel, you were on the road a lot, so how about some travel tips and tricks? A long time ago, you put me on the best pants to wear for travel. They were the ABC pants by Lululemon. Any other tips for the best travel experience would be appreciated. We got another one centering around travel. So this one came in from Drew. And Drew says, Joel, you travel a lot during the football season. Can you please rank your top 5 airport restaurant chains that you prefer to eat at? Thanks, Drew. I thought to myself, well, I can answer both of those questions because they're all the same things. And here's the thing about travel. If any of you travel, you know this to be true. You've got to be comfortable. Whatever you're comfortable in, you've got to travel that way. With one exception, and I'll get to that in a moment. So I don't wear the ABC pant anymore because guess what? I found some pants that were a little bit more comfortable. I go with 2 different pants, okay? Not at the same time, obviously. That would be uncomfortable, clearly. So I'll wear, if I need to be a little bit more dressed up, the commuter pant from Rhone. Rhone, and this is not sponsored or advertised with, so this is just like, I'm just telling you, the commuter pant from Rhone, really comfortable, looks good, doesn't wrinkle, so on travel, that's great for me. I can wear them in the plane and then, step off and go into a coach's meeting and I feel fine, I feel confident in that. If I'm just going to travel and I don't have a meeting that day and I just want to go for comfort, then I wear the Sunday jogger from Viore. That's really comfortable, so I go with that. But the pants for me are like really comfortable. And then here's the other thing: I get cold in airplanes, so I always have a hoodie. Like at least even in the summertime, if I'm wearing a t-shirt, doesn't matter. I'm gonna have a hoodie at least available in my backpack in order to throw on, because for me, comfort, it has to be there, and I've got to be warm. So that's that. As far as airport eats go, I'm pretty simple, and I don't eat very healthy. So here's the bottom line. It depends on what time of day it is. I think that's clear. So I'm not just going to rank, 1 to 5, because for me, it depends on if it's a morning flight or a noon flight or evening flight. And guess what? I'm not very fancy. But if I'm hungry and it's not, well, let's just say it's like not breakfast. So it's either lunch or dinner and I'm hungry, I can't pass Panda Express. So any Panda Express, I'm going to stop. And it's delicious. And I get a lot of weird looks from people, and they're like, really, Panda Express? And I'm like, yep. You know why? It's delicious. And the other one is in the morning, if it's early and I'm taking an early flight and I'm hungry, I cannot pass a Cinnabon without stopping, right? You know what I'm talking about. And by the way, all these airports trying to go fancier and healthier and we're going to renovate and bring in, please don't. Please, Cinnabon in Houston, please don't close. I connect in Houston a lot. I love having a Cinnabon. I don't care to be healthy when I'm flying around, and I can't pass up a coffee and a cinnamon roll. Who can? Can you honestly tell me oh, that sounds gross? You're weird. You're weird. So you can catch me on any given weekend, in particular around, morning or late morning, catching an early flight, connecting in Houston before I go someplace, probably, in the Midwest, probably into the Big Ten area, probably going to have sweatpants on, maybe my Rhone commuters. I'm going to have a Cinnabon and a coffee, and I'm going to be so happy. Last thing that I'll say about travel and just tips and everything like this: stop taking off your shoes in an airplane. It's disgusting. It's inconsiderate. And it makes me want to vomit. I don't care if you have socks on. I don't want to see your socks. And by the way, this leads me to my last take. Wearing flip-flops traveling is disgusting. Please stop wearing your flip-flops. We know you have to take them off and walk barefoot through the security, and then you just got your toes staring at me in the plane. I'm out. I'm out. Some people think that this makes me a germaphobe, makes me rude, makes me mean. You know what? That's fine. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoy that clip, make sure you click subscribe somewhere down here. From game highlights to exclusive interviews and rankings, we've got everything you need as a college football fan right here, College Football on Fox.